Ready.
Yo, blessed love. This is Max Breeze. It's time for the lions to tell them own story. See? God bless.
Blessed love. Yes, I. Lion Voice Network.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I Jollifer said that.
This is
the Abyssinians.
the time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is
Lion's Voice. They had no fear at all. It was he must God, it was God, let him be praised. He must God, it was God, let him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it's Exodus. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
African pride, root of all nations, boy. I try to land the rest of my land of you, Empress on the front line. We need you. Well, this is Medicine, the steady one, and you are now tuned in to the Lion's Voice Network. What the lion forward for do? Scorch them. Roast and parch them.
Empress Manel, Alliance, your role, universally unfold, be told, Blessed love, this is Itege Idama, and it's time for the lioness and the lion's voices to be heard. This is the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, With the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.
This is culture sound, a Rastaman sound, positive sound.
Culture sound system with DJ Culture Father TG.
And now you're in tune to the culture sound, Rasta sound.
Culture sound, because of DJ Culture Father TG.
And I help coming from the true living eyes, Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, who created Zion and earth. He shall not suffer and I foot to be moved. I hold, he that keepeth Ethiopia shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Well, youths in the streets right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The youths them rise against brutality, man a kill another man for your salary. Then train them at the shooting gallery, black and loot, you might lose all your family. Them defend white supremacy, so them see the African as them enemy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say culture sound
like this for centuries, them sick mentally. That's why we have the out in the streets right now. Riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. Them said them tired of the looting.
iRoots Records, an online shop for reggae and dub vinyl, CDs and Rastafari books. Rastafari owned and operated for over 15 years. We ship worldwide. We have many titles from Frontline Publications in stock. We have 50 plus Akabeka Midnight titles, which we believe is the most of any shop in the world. Special invite for the Lion Pride. Use code Lion's Voice and save 10% store-wide. If you spend $125 or more, the discount goes up to 15%. Visit us online at www.irootsrecords.com. The time has come.
321 Productions and RBG Alliance presents the 3rd annual Conscious Reggae Concert Family Unity Fest, featuring the Abyssinians, Aisha Bell, Mary Isaacs, Ragalux, I Brave, and many more at the Jammings in New Kingston. 2,500 pre-sold, 3,000 at the door. Children under 12 for free. Don't miss the Abyssinians live in Kingston, Jamaica. Can't be missed. History.
In the haunting echoes of violence against women in St. Anne, Jamaica, a mysterious vigilante emerges. For the Woman Painted Purple unfolds a gripping narrative of empowerment, retribution, and the pursuit of justice. Brenda and her group sisters bond together in therapy over their common struggles, but soon their group becomes the subject of an investigation. As the vigilante's actions escalate, the relentless detective, Officer Woodley, races to unmask the mystifying figure. For the Woman Painted Purple is a pulse-pounding tale that explores the boundaries of justice, revenge, and the fighting spirit. This thrilling saga delves into the complexities of dealing with mental health, coping with domestic abuse, and finding love after. Own your copy today. Visit www.devonigreen.com.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Chazmach Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney. I'm an author. I'm an artist. I'm an actionist. And right now, I am the host of Lion Talk Live. Welcome to Lion Talk Live and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. Tonight, we have a special pop-up episode. You know, from time to time, we just pop up on the item. And we're coming with straight fire tonight. This is International Morality Month on the Lions Voice Network. We're celebrating the 90th anniversary of Haile Selassie's speech to the League of Nations, 1936 in Geneva. This month, today, rather, we're also celebrating the birthday of the architect of the modern Rastafari movement, the Honorable Leonard Percival Howell. Today is also the Day of the African Child, and I thought it would be appropriate for us to spend the day talking about one of the most important regions on this planet when it comes on to the Pan-African struggle. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Haiti. Tonight, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the history and the politics of Haiti. I told the item when I created this channel, yes, we are Rastafari, independent, non-aligned media, but we are Pan-African. And in that, we want to be a space for our Pan-African family to come and share what is happening. And Haiti is a Pan-African story. Yes, we know many of the warriors were from the kingdom of Dahomey, but it was so many other African nations who were enslaved and brought to the shores of Haiti. We can't forget Dottie Bookman, who first spent his time in Jamaica before going to Haiti. And then we can't forget what Haiti did for the rest of the region after its independence, you know, Venezuela, all these things, the Bolivar Revolution, all these things are relevant to what's happening today. Haiti was never forgiven for its bold act of being the only successful slave rebellion in the history in recorded history. And they are still paying the price today. But the arc of history is long, and justice never sleeps. And the Haitian people, resilient, mightiful, are also striving to restore Haiti to its former status as one of the most, I think, the economic superpower of the Caribbean in the early days through its productive land. And Haiti can rise again and will rise again. So tonight, our guests are activists, policy analysts. We also have a senator who's calling in from Haiti. This is big for the channel. So I want the greatest online community on the planet. I'm biased. You know that I'm biased, but I'm going to speak up for the item because many people will be watching this for the first time. My Lion Pride is the greatest audience on the planet. You're going to see in the comment section the insightful questions, kindness, tolerate trolls over here. So, you know, and it's not a yes man factory. So we disagree, we agree to disagree in the comments. We have a good time. So if you're new here, you're watching live, welcome to the Lion Voice Network. We do have a community that we're building here that is legendary. And I just want to thank each and every one of the item, those watching on the replay, those watching live, for making this journey so worthwhile. You can leave a super chat and support the channel. There's a icon above the comment section. $5, $10, $20, $50. You love the reasoning, support independent media. We're bringing to you fresh, unedited, uncensored, the real deal of what is going on. Also, you can join our Patreon, Lion Pride on Patreon. We're 52 strong now. We're going to be starting our grant program. This month we have 2 nominations, and we are nominating workers in the community, in the Rastafari community of African descent that are doing powerful works, and they will receive a grant. We're going to vote on it in our next town hall meeting so that we don't just talk about putting capital in the hands of the workers. We are fulfilling it as an example. You know, that's my chant here, is how do we get money in the hands of people who are doing the work? I'm also going to ask my audience tonight to donate. If you like what these sisters are saying and the brethren is saying, they have a link where you can support their cause. I'm going to ask my audience, support these ones doing their work, the Pan-African family. I have a every mickle make a muckle philosophy, a 1-1 cocoa full basket strategy. That means, right now we're at 74,000 subscribers. If 50,000 of you give $10 to my guest today, my guest wakes up with $500,000 in their account in the morning. We have that power as an online community, and I want the item never to forget that power, and don't feel helpless or harmless at home because your bills are piling up. All of us have capital passing through our hands. It might not be $1,000 or $1 million, but we have $5, we have $10, and a lot of time we might spend it on junk food. You might spend it on something frivolous. What we're asking the Lion Pride, not the people who are just watching, passing through. The item just full joy. What I'm asking my subscribers to do is budget that money and give it to one of our guests. You know what I mean? $10, $5. If we start off, a guest get 10,000 when they wake up and not 500,000, we're still doing wonderful work here. And I'm only bringing guests that have been vetted. I'm only bringing guests that have been referred, who are doing work. I don't bring talkers up here. We only bring the workers. So I'm going to ask the item. I'm appealing to my Lion Pride. Please, we're going to have the link in the description so you can contribute. If there's a comment section, just put Lion Pride, hashtag Lion Pride. Let's leave our mark across these internets and show them the power of Rastafari and the Pan-African family globally. So big up. Let me big up Frontline Books. Let me also big up Sister Devani Green, our latest sponsor, who you saw. She has a novel. It's a thriller. I'm asking everyone to get their copy. I am the Reading Ras. You see the logo. We love to read books over here, physical books. Go to devanigreen.com. Buy your copy. It's a murder mystery. It's a woman turned vigilante who kills all of these people who are abusing women. So it's one of those thrillers. Maybe it's a movie one day. You know what I mean? Buy the book here. Let's support our authors who are writing that revolutionary material. Also, iRoots Records. Big up yourself. iRoots Records is coming out with a new rhythm, the African Black Star Liner Rebirth rhythm with Fred Locks. Make sure you buy from all of the people who are spending their dollars with our media, and let us create our ecosystem, feed the ecosystem. No one is coming to save us. We are the solution that we have been looking for. Also, the Griots Paintbrush, big up yourself. We have a new advertiser that's going to be joining us soon. He released a new children's book. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have him featured on the platform soon as well. So stay tuned. We're building out the ecosystem. You see, we have the long intro soon. That will be all commercials that the item present to us. And you saw tonight, we debuted our drop from the Abyssinians. We have an exclusive interview with the Abyssinians dropping this Friday. You heard my favorite song, one of my favorite songs, Shedrach, Meshach, and Abednego in acoustic style. You know that's going to be rinsed for the next eternity. Let's call it eternity. So be prepared for that. We have a lot of surprises coming. Tomorrow night, we will be reasoning with the descendants of Alex Haley, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the book Roots. So, we're diversifying the content, and we couldn't do any of it without the item. So I just want to, before we bring forward the guests, big up the item, the greatest online community on the planet Earth, the item. So without any further ado, I want you to get your ital snacks, get your meditation ready, give us a warm Lion Voice Network welcome for our guests tonight. Let's start with Dr. Truthbey. Can everyone turn on their cameras for me, please? Turn on your cameras, Senator. Royal blessings. Turn on your cameras, please, and I'll bring you on the stage. My family, can you please turn on your cameras? Okay. Senator. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, my brother? I'm not sure if he's hearing. This is live from Haiti. Are you hearing me, my brother? Are you hearing? Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. You can hear me?
Give thanks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yourself.
Yes, I do.
Okay, while we have you here, please
Thank
introduce
you.
yourself. Yes, please.
So glad to have you. Before I do anything and say anything, let me tell you, I feel so bad to be in a place where the internet connection is not really going well. So at any time I can lose you, or you can lose me. So
That's
anyway, I am Pastor J.P. Cherubin. I'm a former senator in Haiti, and it is really my privilege and to of this show this afternoon. And really, I want to greet Dr. Desir and Mrs. Baltazar and you, my brother. I mean, holding this show, and I mean, before even I will lose the connection, let me say thank you to you very much, because you keep an eye on Haiti. You still have an interest to Haiti, and then all the black people in the world and all the white people in the world should, pay attention to this little country they called Haiti.
Okay. That's straight from Haiti, family. We are a global platform. You know, we don't play around when it comes to bringing the content straight from the source. So thank you for your patience. I'm going to allow the lady who is responsible for this esteemed panel to introduce herself. Dr. Truthbey, can you please just introduce yourself for our beautiful audience?
Grateful and give thanks, Brother Kwazi, first and foremost. So honored to be here on this show with you, Lion Talk Live. Really, it is about the tribe of Judah. So this is so appropriate to have us on to really speak about the first free Black republic called Haiti. My home, my heart, my heritage. So grateful audience, blessings to everyone. And also, I want to give a shout out to Rastafarian brothers and sisters as well, who are so near and dear to our heart. The history of how Haile Selassie himself, His Imperial Majesty, came and visit Haiti in 1966 was very significant. So it ties us all in as Pan-Africanists. So my name is Dr. Kridikel Truthbey Desire. I am a policy analyst for the 6th region and a member of Nouvelle Espoir pour Haiti and group of women organized, also called Grow for Them. And I'm here with also my sister and my partner, Dr. Silencien Fano Baltazar, who is the president of Grow for Them and Nouvelle Espoir pour Haiti. We have so much updates to share with you concerning what is happening with Haiti, and also the beautiful history that many may not really know about, that really brought Haiti to where it's at today. So give thanks and so much. Thank you for having us today.
Beautiful, beautiful. I want the great Dr. Baltazar, please introduce yourself.
Yes, greeting and good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to hear you today. I'm very happy on the room today with us, because I see many things I like the song Lion. I wanted to go to the part 2 because I like the Lion song. I'm very happy to hear the Lion song. Oh, welcome. I like that. I like that. And now it's time to the Black people be each other. Time is up. I try to explain. My name is Silencien Fano Baltazar. I'm the coordinator of Go for Them and president of New Hope for Haiti. And my sister Truthbey working we working together. But I prefer to explaining everything in Creole, and my sister gonna help me to translate. That's good for you, Mr. B?
D'accord. Yes,
Bonsoir,
d'accord.
moi c'est président Go for Them, Nouvel Espoir pour Haïti, et système là avec moi. Nous travaillons en pile. Moi tellement besoin de raconter ça qu'a fait la caille moi. Vous voulez dire?
So, greetings. So, my name is Celestia Fano Batazar. I'm honored also to be here with you. As she mentioned before, she's the president of New Hope for Haiti and Grow for Them, which is a women developed organization. And so, she has so much, again, updates to share with you concerning Haiti and how we need to work together as Black people from around the world.
Moi, t'arrêter travailler avec nous, c'est parce que situation l'école dans le pays d'Haïti vraiment mal. Côté ti moun yo c'est sous pied yo y a écrit et c'est dans soleil y a pas prendre.
So I'd like to really highlight the educational system in Haiti, which is below par. A lot of the youth there, they are studying outside. A lot of them don't even have a building that they're in or chairs or desks. Let alone school supplies. So it's really a hardship situation for the rich history that Haiti has for our educational system to be such below par.
Hold on 1 second. Stick a pin. Here at the Lion Voice Network, we do things a little bit differently. We like to start at the beginning. We need a history lesson before we get into why the children are outside with no classroom. We need to set the context. We're African people. We like stories. Dr. Truthbey, I'm going to ask you to step into the Lion Talk time machine and to take us to pre-revolution Haiti. What are we looking at? Who are these people that populate this land that would be called Haiti?
Yes, and thank you so much for the opportunity. So Haiti, first and foremost, we are indigenous. We are originally Taino, but during the transatlantic slave trade, many of us was brought from West Africa. So we have a heritage of Igbo. So Haitians today that you see are descendants of Igbo and Taino. So that's our main heritage for where it's used to call Hispaniola. Now that is called Haiti. So it's divided by Santo Domingo on the right and Haiti on the left. And what is significant for Haiti is that we fought for our freedom beginning in August 14, 1791. There was a ceremony located near Cap Haïtien. It's in northern Haiti. And it was a secret gathering of about 200 African slaves on the night of August 14th. So anytime you see 14 août or August 14th, it is literally the Independence Day for Haiti. At that time, we had a leader. His name was Duty Bookman. He was a prominent enslaved African, and he originated from Jamaica as well. So Jamaica has a strong tie to Haiti. And also his partner, Cecile Fatima, who was also a priestess. Now, they had a ceremony around the trees. It's called Ceremony of the Trees, also known as Bois Caïma. And at this ceremony, they had literally gathered a spiritual awakening for them to revolt. And so they sacrificed a pig whose blood was sealed as a pact of revolt. And this was against the current oppressors, which was at the time the French colonizers, the army of Napoleon. And so the Northern Plantation burned plantations, attacked French colonialists, and the revolt evolved into a 13-year struggle, ultimately leading Haiti to our independence in 1804. But before that, there was another significant point of history called Battle of Vertières. The Battle of Vertières was also significant because it was the fight that we had against Napoleon's army in November 1803. And this I'm going to lead to why our Haitian Grenadier, our Haitian soccer team, football team, actually had the Battle of Vertières on their jerseys as a symbol of independence, and they were forced to remove it. They were forced to remove it because FIFA felt uncomfortable in us, displaying that on our T-shirts, which is history. They said it was too political. But the Battle of Vertières sealed the fate of what Haiti is to become a year later, which was the first free Black republic in the world.
Okay. Serious piece of history. I always heard that Haiti had a link with Benin. You said Igbo. Is there any link with Benin and the Dahomey? I heard that there is some connection there.
Yes, there are some spiritual practices that are similar. Right now, a lot of the African rituals that occurred in the motherland is what carried on into Haiti, and a lot of the culture of Haiti leads to that spiritual practice. And so that was the practice also that led the revolt in Bois Caiman in 1791. And so this is where they use herbs and spiritual meditation as well to really set a different tone for the African people who were displaced. Even though that we were removed from our original domain in Akibilan, and we came into the Caribbean, knowing that the first slaves, even in the United States, did not come from Africa. They came from the Caribbean. They came from Haiti. Well, what it was called, it was Hispaniola, the Bahamas. So when we look at the first slave trade in 1619 in the United States, it really is Caribbean slaves that really built the country of the U.S. So Haiti is significant in really making the United States what it is today. And a lot of people, they don't teach us this in our history, not at all. In fact,
not at all.
Yes, they want to remove it or displace it. This is why it's so important that we have our own schools to really teach our children where they came from and to be proud of who they are, because we weren't born slaves. We were kings and queens and still are. We are royalty. And so that's the ideology of what Haiti is. It is not a country, it's a sovereign nation. And because of the rich gold and iridium that Haiti possesses, as a matter of fact, a lot of people may not know that Haiti is the second largest producer of iridium, which is the most precious metal that builds the rocket ships, that build the cell phones. And because Haiti produces iridium, this is why you see a lot of the colonizers, a lot of these NGOs, a lot of the oppressors have planted their feet in Haiti right now, causing the death and destruction. What was also significant is that when we became free in 1804 and 1805, we immediately had to pay for our freedom. To this day, in the tune of over $300 million, to the point where Haiti had to cut down the trees as a form of payment because our gold, our resources were nearly depleted to this day. So France would not be France today if it wasn't for Haiti's gold, if it wasn't for Haiti's funding. Same thing with the United States. The occupation in 1915, where they came and occupied and they killed the Haitian parliament, particularly for an article in our constitution at the time. Our original constitution in 1804 had an Article 12 that stated there is no European or no white man, to be exact, that can own land in that territory. And because of that article, Woodrow Wilson at the time was the president, had sent a troops to occupy from the US to force Haiti to remove that clause off its constitution. And we refused to do so. And because of that, the Haitian parliament was killed and they went and depleted our gold. And so that's where you see City National Bank was also responsible for that. That is now called City Bank. So City Bank was based off of Haiti's gold. And so a lot of our gold is also in Fort Knox, in Kentucky as well, is Haitian gold. So yeah, the United States, Canada, and
Wow.
France owe Haiti quite a bit.
Who is Toussaint Louverture?
So Toussaint Louverture is it's a love and hate relationship, I would say. A
Yeah.
real freedom fighter is Jean-Jacques Dessalines. He's
I was
really
gonna
the
get to
father.
him. I'm gonna get to Dessalines, but I want to start with Louverture. Who is he, and why is he important to the history?
Yeah, so Toussaint Louverture was a Haitian general that actually he was considered one of the first Haitian revolutionaries, and during the time he was the most prominent leader of the Haitian Revolution. And he also, but the thing is, was his downfall is that he pledged allegiance to the French more so than Haiti, which actually caused his demise. So
Okay.
on the 7th of April in 1803, he actually lost his life by being captured and dying in a prison alone. He was born a slave in a French colony of Saint-Domingue, which is now called Haiti. And
Yeah.
he was the prominent lieutenant, the first official prominent lieutenant of Haiti. And his military career was outstanding. He did move to abolish slavery and really was a leader of the revolt for the Haitian Revolution.
Yes.
And so in 1802, he was actually invited by the French Parliament, exactly General Jean-Baptiste Brunet, but he was arrested upon arrival. He was deported to France and jailed in somewhere called Fort de Joux. And then in 1803, unfortunately, he died in that prison. So, even though he died before his final days, it was the most violent stage of the Haitian Revolution. That was the height of our
Yeah.
battles. And his achievements, it set grounds for the Haitian army for the final victory that led to our freedom in 1804.
Okay.
But
And then
again,
now let's get to Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
yes.
Who is the great Dessalines?
So Jean-Jacques Dessalines is the real, I would say, freedom fighter, Pan-Africanist that Haiti really considers the father of the country. He was the emperor of Haiti from 1804 to 1806, and also he was the general of the Haitian army at the time. So he served as an officer, just like Toussaint Louverture, in the French army, at Saint-Domingue, and he was leading the pack in fending off the Spanish and the British at the time. And so he led many successful engagements, including the Battle of Crête de Pierrot. And Crête de Pierrot also was a little before Battle of Etienne in 1803.
Okay.
But unfortunately, after Louverture was betrayed and captured in 1802, that's when Dessalines became the leader and really the first official president of Haiti. He was the prominent leader in the Battle of Etienne in 1803. And so in 1804, he ordered the Haitian massacre of the remaining of the French population. He killed maybe close to 3,000 to 5,000 people. And he forced majority of the French colonizers out. And so that's what really made him etched in stone as the father of the country.
Yes. So after Dessalines, there was a little bit of, from my limited study, there was some internal conflicts that arose in Haiti between some of the leadership, which maybe weakened and allowed the outsiders to be a little bit more successful.
Yes.
Talk about the post Dessalines, and then lead us up to Papa Doc, Baby Doc, that period.
Yeah, so in 1806, Emperor Dessalines, he was assassinated by members of his own administration, and he
Okay.
was dismembered violently because of that.
Wow.
So that was the start of what you call betrayal.
Yes.
Betrayal. And ever since then, the invasion of the U.S. about 100 years later in 1915, that's when pay to play. That's when fear mongering became the norm. So when we fast forward, Papa Doc Duvalier, actually, he was the president of Haiti, 1957 until his death in 1971. So Duvalier, he completed a degree in medicine in the University of Haiti in 1934. And he spent a lot of times, a lot of these presidents, they had international education. So he studied at the University of Michigan for public health. And in 1943, he had an active campaign against, at the time, it was called tropical diseases that was happening all throughout Haiti. And so he was elected president in 1957 in a general election of the populace. And this was one of the very few elections of the people that occurred. Aristide was another election that happened in the 80s. But after that, after Jovenel Moise in 2021, there really was not an election held by the people ever since. Now, unfortunately, during Papa Doc's reign, it was the most fearful reign because it created a group called Totomakut. And Totomakut was a group that indiscriminately tortured and killed anyone who opposed Duvalier's opposition. Give thanks.
Was Duvalier an American puppet, or what was his status?
Yeah, well, Duvalier, even though that he really honed on Haitian heritage, they were all puppets. There was not one president to this day that didn't have the U.S. backing them one way or the other. And so CARICOM entered into that picture in 1970, late 1970s when CARICOM came into fruition. We say the early 90s to the 2000s, even to this day, CARICOM stepped in, but U.S., Canada, and France were the main oppressors of Haiti, particularly in Montreal, Canada, Miami, Florida, and so U.S., Canada, France. Yeah, so those are the areas where the majority of the oppressors lived. And so they were the ones that were making the decisions on who was to run Haiti. So if a president was elected, like Aristide, he was for the people. But somewhere along the line, he was bought off. And so he was just as good as aluminum foil toilet paper. I know somebody's going to be mad for that. Well, I'm saying that, but it's real talk. And a lot of the Congressional Black Caucus, and that's the thing is, when you have a lot of people that look like us that are actually the gatekeepers of the oppression, that's even more heartbreaking than having the obvious oppressors oppressing us. So we had to fight two battles. And unfortunately, the Haitian mythology and a personality cult of under Papa Doc's reign really caused a lot of fear amongst the people, because at any time you could be taken and killed if you said something opposing Papa Doc. Now, when he passed away, his son, Baby Doc, took over, and that's when you saw the lavishness of how the Haitian leadership was living. It came to a point where they were exposed during a party that was happening, and it was broadcast, and they saw the furs and the wine and and such riches and diamonds in these parties, while the rest of the country was barely eating, was suffering. And so that was an eye opener, in where also Baby Doc's downfall happened as well. So aside from that, it's always been an imbalance of classes. So either you were ultra rich or you were inhumanely below the poverty line. And so that's where you see the majority of the African people living under that poverty line. Now, the descendants of the oppressors, which were Grand Blanc, Petit Blanc, the mulattoes, a lot of them were put in place as the gatekeepers. So you have a lot of the fairer skinned, the children of the French, the mix that were in places of royalty that were still to this day living in certain areas that you wouldn't believe it's the same place as Haiti. But when you look at the violence, when they like to show the gang violence, so to speak, it's in the majority of the African population, populated in Port-au-Prince, in Department West, those areas. But it depends on where you are. Haiti has very different visuals depending on where you are.
Definitely, just like most of the Caribbean. I'm very interested.
Yes.
I'm very interested in this history because I think Haiti has lessons for us all. We have a few questions in the comments. I'm gonna get to a couple of them. David Sebastian is one of our Ubuntu. Lion Pride, big up yourself, Ras Super. He's asking, why does the Black history always have betrayal from within? I'm asking this question because the story of Haiti is so familiar. When you talk about Dessalines being betrayed, when you talk about, our leaders taking money from outside, you're a very intelligent woman. This is a big, big question. Why do you think our movements, our history always has this betrayal?
Well, it's the mentality of the effects of slavery. It is about the measure of survival. So when you have been traumatized for so long, it really is, what can I do to survive? And unfortunately, one of the main missions of slavery was to pit one against the other. That was to divide and conquer. And so you have a lot of people that will kill their mothers for a plate of food if you starve them long enough. But we're not, we as African people, we are naturally loving and giving and nurturing. But again, the effects of slavery has caused many of us internally to have that function of destroy, of eat one another. And you look at the demographics, how they would deliberately not allow us to even grow our own food. As you see with the Clinton Foundation and what they did with the rice, destroying our agriculture so that we had to have rice imported. And that rice that was imported was plastic, was diabetic. They killed our pigs, which was our main source of meat at the time, deliberately. And so they're doing a lot of tactics in order for us to have sort of like a salvation platform. And so we don't intend, and I don't believe we as African people are naturally one to hurt one another. But because we have been so oppressed, and again, it comes to education. When you don't educate someone and you give them a gun and you starve them, what product do you think is going to end? It's going to be nothing but death and destruction. But what we can do to fix that is to create levels of organization. Marcus Messias Garvey did that brilliantly.
Yes.
He brought together so many of us so we can purchase our own Black Starliner to be economically viable. But what happened? We don't support many of our ancestors who led the way. Malcolm X.
The same story of betrayal. Both of those names that you called have a story of betrayal. It was the first Black FBI agent was the UNIA member who took down Garvey. That's the first FBI person, Black man that got a job, was to take down his own Black brother in the UNIA. And Malcolm X famously was also killed by Black people, members of the nation. So this is a familiar story. I want to get Dr. Balthazar back in. If you can put it back on your mic, my sister. We just had to go into the time machine before we could get to the children in the classroom, because I want my audience to follow why they need to care, because sometimes we get numb to what's happening. We need to know the context. So I want to allow you to speak what you wanted to say about Haiti through your translator. I'm going to remove myself here, and you can translate Dr. Truthbey for the sister.
Give thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Pour nous avancer, nous gagnons un pile l'école qui dans situation nous sous parler, mais si vous besoin nous ka voyer dans email ba ou ka ban email n'a voyer le ba. En plus de ti moun yo qui nan nécessité Haïti, nous gagnons mesdames yo, femmes yo qui laissé pour compte yo. Gagnons ces mari yo bandit tué, gagnons ces petites yo bandit tué et yo la dans la rue. Nous voulons une façon pour moun yo suspendre réfugiés la caillou.
So another issue which is the education system is the rights for women. Women also is lacking a voice in the governance. And so you have many of them that are targeted, that are raped, that are left for dead, that are left without resources. So Go for Them is one of the organizations. New Hope for Haiti, Nouvelle Espoir pour Haiti also is one of the organizations that help bring back the rights for women and children so they can thrive and have a better country.
Pour une situation hier, nous avons fait des nati moun yo se dans la rue yo, c'est kay l'autre moun n'a mette yo. Puis gros problème nous journée jodi a, c'est ouais ti moun yo ta apprendre dans une condition qui favorable avec ti moun qui n'a fait li na yo k'ap dormi en battante là pour nous ta joindre en localité pour nous mettre.
So at this time, the best thing that we are working to do is going into the areas where the children are not favorable in the conditions that they're in and create a way for them to be successful. So creating a school system, especially, it takes time, energy, and unification for us to do that. It takes finances to do that. And the best situation right now, because we have 3/4 of the population of Haiti is youth, is young people. So right now we're working to find a way to help subside that particular issue.
Yes, pour jeunesse la ta reprend yo, nous t'a créé de l'école formation, de l'école professionnelle côté que jeunesse la ta apprendre et nous t'a gen cultivateur qui apprendre planter, manger cap bon rapide pour moun yo ka jeune manger pour yo manger. Actuellement, moun yo a mourir avec la faim et a dormi dans la rue.
And so one of the ways is, again, building a system of educational system that really starts from the ground up. So the students can go inside. And secondly, for the farmers, Haiti has a rich growing soil and where we can actually be self-determined through agriculture. And so we want to encourage also those students to learn trades, especially in community development, in agriculture, and education. Those are the top 3 things that will help betterment for the country of Haiti. I think my sister has frozen.
I think so. But I love it so far. Are you okay? I think she's back here.
Où t'es pause? Où t'es tombé? Mais continue.
Oui. Ça nous capable faire kounya là. Comme Go for Them avec Nouvelle Espoir pour Haïti, plus mélanger avec région 6e, n'a travaillé en pile pour améliorer les conditions si moun ka vivent dans le pays d'Haïti, surtout avec Homeless dans les États-Unis. N'a demandé support avec groupe payo. Si nous capables comment on peut aider nous et organisation en ligue website ligue toute qualité bagage disponible pour nous capable aider dans plus bref délai que possible.
Now, one of the ways that you guys can internationally can support, we have a website called growforthem.org. That's grofodem.org. That's Grow for Them. And it's acronym for Group of Women Organized. And Group of Women Organized is leading the charge in organizing the youth of not only in Haiti, but internationally, the diaspora. So Haitians that live abroad have a way for us to collaborate. It is about collaboration, coming together, mettez nous ensemble, for us to really come with a solution. And the solution is here. We're focused on political matters, on social economic issues as well. We have business plans for every aspect of development for our country. So if anyone is support, growforthem.org. We're actually leading the charge in a resolution internationally to bring a good governance, a strong governance, a viable governance for the country of Haiti.
Yeah, moi pense c'est ça m'a dit dans kounya si gen l'autre bagay encore m'a vini. Et nous gen pour pas oublier dire que dans communauté yo nous gen football, n'a exercer dans soccer ball, nous gen club, nous gen paquet bagay, nous fait dans comité États-Unis et Haïti.
Grenadier à l'assaut. Yes. So one of the things that we want to highlight is Haiti being in the World Cup is very significant. And I wanted to actually go into the story of our jerseys. There is a clip concerning how the jerseys of Haiti, how it was designed with the Battle of Etier on the bottom of our jerseys. And we had that since the beginning during the Haitian Football Club before we even entered into the World Cup. And because that symbolic Battle of Etier symbol was on the shirt, it was offensive. FIFA, directors say, hey, we can't have that type of stuff on your shirt. It's too political. But it's not really political. It's the history of who we are. And it's not shoving in their faces, yeah, we defeated you. It is the symbolic of how Haiti became Haiti. If it wasn't for the Battle of Etier, we would not be free the way that we are today. So these are the hypocrisies that we're asking the international community, that our Black brothers and sisters, our Pan-African brothers and sisters, to really know who we are as revolutionaries, as the first freedom fighters, that we continue that spirit on today. So growforthem.org, again, is an organization that is in the forefront of bringing together solutions, not only for Haiti, but for around the world. Merci, madame.
And can you give us the history of the organization? Who was the founder? Why did it start? Some of the other works that it's been doing?
Yes.
Only me the founder now.
Oui.
I'm the founder.
So yes. Both of them has been around for over 25 years. But Madame Balthazar, oui.
GoFundMe, c'est une organisation qui est fondée depuis l'année 2000. Et ça nous qu'on fait pour aider l'organisation ça avec Timoun pour payer l'école, payer les professeurs. C'était jardin qu'on fait. Actuellement, insécurité a fait nous pas faire jardin, mais nous travaillons dans la santé, dans l'éducation, avec l'agriculture. Nous avons environ 17 écoles que nous créons pour Timoun démunis.
Yeah, so Grow for Them started for, like I mentioned, over 25 years. We started with agriculture. Started with growing gardens in the backyard, how to be self-sufficient by growing our own food in the early 2000s. And so from there, we have expanded to health. As we said, we're focusing on education. We're focusing on social, political matters as well. So every aspect in building a good community, that's what Grow for Them's mission is to this day.
Nous arrivons à découvrir une maladie à nos jours, nous avons éradiqué les chics qui entrent dans le poumon, mais les regarder dans le website là, la ouais qui qualité maladie ça, li dans main yo, li dans pied yo, et puis nous besoin de gens pour nous éradiquer maladie ça. Nous avons façon mais moyen yo moins.
So one of the things in the health industry that we are advancing, there seems to be a virus or something similar to shingles that has been affecting a lot of the people of the Caribbean. And so this type of diseases, it's not just regular antibiotics that can heal them. So we have come up with natural herbotonic resources in order to heal the body. But of course, everything deems to finances. We're actually working to building a health center dedicated into rectifying acute diseases such as this that is affecting the population. So that's one of our main missions in the health industry.
Yeah. Aussitôt gen yon bagay ka fet, nou jwen ed, maladi sa la traité parce que c'est un parasite lié depuis moun yo gen de l'eau pour yo boire, nou ta mette yo nan système source, système puits et puis yo ka ouse te yo gon chambre kay pour yo rete, yo gen bon gade pour yo mettre sou yo, m'pense maladi sa li prale.
Yeah, so one of the main issues of why these parasites invade the body is because of the lack of clean water. And I'm going to add to that, there's been a lot of NGOs that came to Haiti and said, we're going to build a well. That's their main thing. They charge the locals $25,000 to build a well. A lot of them have given so much financing to these NGOs and nothing has been built. The wells are still dug, but they're not complete. And so fresh water is one of the main sources of killing these bacteria. So again, it comes to organizing an international financial support to help not only build clean water wells, but build the schools in order for the students who want to study health and sciences, who want to become doctors. The hospitals in Haiti are very close to little, and the ones that are existing doesn't have the basic medical supplies deliberately. But you have people like the Red Cross that are receiving millions upon dollars, especially after the 2010 Haitian earthquake. That was a $1 billion affair for many NGOs to come and take advantage of the Haitian people. But the result to this day is the lack of housing and the lack of structures there. So Grow for Them is there to try to alleviate all of that.
Give thanks. And I just want to say, if you're watching live, welcome. We have two patriots of Haiti here giving us history, but not just dwelling in the history, telling us what we can do now. This is a Pan-African platform, and this is the Pan-African ethos in action. This is also our first bilingual episode. We are bilingual now. I know my audience in Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire. I know you're glad bag boss today. You feel good. You're happy. You're hearing some Francois on the channel. My Guinea family. My Cameroon, French Cameroon family. I know that the item are happy to see your Haiti brothers and sisters who speak the same language as the item. Leave a comment when you're watching this on the replay. Leave a comment. Let us know if you're watching from a francophone country. I want to also just implore us not to be numb to the situation and to whatever small amount that you can donate to the cause, wherever someone who is from that African blood is suffering. All of us. Kwame Nkrumah said, Ghana will never be free until all of Africa is free in 1957. And that was echoed by His Imperial Majesty at the founding of the OAU in that historic speech where he said, Africa will not be free until all Africans are free. So we have work to do because the oppression is still there. I love the fact that you all started with gardens. We are very big on food production here. We're working on an ITAL standard for the Rastafari movement. And one of the things that we say, if you cannot feed the people, you cannot free the people, because it doesn't matter your ideology if you can't eat, And I think that food sovereignty is the biggest revolutionary thing. We're watching the collapse of the global supply chain. With the conflict in the Middle East, which I've told everyone is just going to start and stop. It's not going anywhere. So don't be fooled. But the collapse of the global supply chain is upon us. And a lot of people look at Haiti like that could never happen to me. So therefore, I don't need to care about what's happening in Haiti because I have a flat screen TV. I feel nice. I have Netflix. And I'm chilling, Yeah. But we have to know that we are one disaster away You know what I mean? One mishap, one natural disaster, one supply chain terrorist attack away from total collapse of our food systems. And we have to, while we have the capital passing through our hands, let's put it together instead of wasting it on consumerism and putting it back into things that don't serve us. Yes, you have a boycott of the Chinese restaurants, but then where's the proactive move to put your capital to somewhere that's going to build the community? We have to stop being reactive and we have to start being proactive. And so I like what these sisters are talking about. I want to take time to big up Josh, brother Josh, who made the link for these ladies, or EWF link. Big up all the EWF family. Again, this is Pan-African motion and action. So I want to continue to give you all the floor. This family, global family, is yours. We need to be educated. Oh, I have a question here. I want to ask this question. I also wanted to know the answer to this question here. This is from our elder, Johnny Johnson, a retired physician. He's asking Dr. Desire, is Mr. Barbecue a terrorist or a Haitian revolutionary? In 2026, is it true that Haiti used to control the entire island of Hispaniola? Fact or fiction? And I'm just going to tell you that I have the greatest online community on the planet. So our questions, we get right to it. Mr. Barbecue, is he a puppet? Is he a gangster? Is he a revolutionary? What is the analysis?
Yeah, so thank
you for this question.
Wait, vous voulez répondre avant?
No, I don't know nothing about barbecue.
Okay, I gotta put on my glasses for this one.
Hold on.
D'accord.
Don't say anything
So,
that's gonna get
Jimmy
in
Shays,
problems on the ground. Don't say anything. This is not a suicide mission. So if you know it's gonna cause problems,
The problem of barbecue. The first thing I know that is a policeman, but
Yes.
now,
yes,
Yes.
it should be gonna be answer you.
Yes.
So, yeah. So Jimmy Sherry's here first and foremost. As my sister just mentioned, he started out as a former policeman and a warlord. So he's head of the Revolutionary Forces of G9. And one of the things that I want people to understand is that when you have destroyed a country to the point where there is not even an ounce of resources or hope, and that's what Jimmy Sherry just witnessed firsthand. Remember, he was on the inside watching the corrupted leaders eating well and leaving the rest of the people to die. So he started that as I say, like a Robin Hood. Okay. And so the Revolutionary G9 started as a group of Haitian youth who was, sick and tired of seeing this. And it grew to the point where now you had the colonizers, and they know who they are. And I'm going to highlight, the US that's on this, Canada and France, that they deliberately recruited these youth that were homeless, that were outdoors. They would burn their homes. They would cause these young people to suffer that ended up on the street already. And instead of giving them education, they would give them guns. That has nothing to do with barbecue. Barbecue is a product of what they created. And so he, on record, and we have video of that he asked for a national dialogue on multiple occasions. There are groups that have been created. They're like maybe over 200 gang, what they like to say gang. I don't even like to use that word gang because it's a word that was forced upon them. That is groups that were formed, and many of them, just like you have in any type of gang related or any type of oppressed city. I could take Memphis, Tennessee, Chicago, right? Detroit, Michigan, these areas that have LA, these areas that have a high rate of gangs going against each other, you're going to have people that take it far and beyond, that the person who created that is not responsible for everybody's actions. But if the things want to change, it's an opposition that needs to change. That means the people that are starving our children needs to be the one to go to jail, not punishing the ones who you've given them no choice. The ones who have burned, who has raped young girls, the ones who have blocked roads, you can't blame all of them for certain people's actions. But the ones who have caused that, there needs to be a justice system. That's the whole point that I'm saying. As a policy analyst, my background is policy and legislation. And it stemmed from that starting from 2008, 2009, when my son was 13 years old when he was murdered in New York. And even though he was housed, he had a good education, we lived in a neighborhood that was, riddled with gangs. And unfortunately, it was young people no older than he was that took his life. He was only 13 years old. So it was at that journey that forced me to look at the community that I lived in and stop looking through rose-colored glasses and say, how, and search for the why. That's why I became a policy analyst, because you analyze the reason of why you're living a certain way. You get down to the center of it. And so I've been attending city council meetings. I've been attending city council halls ever since that day, and watching the agendas, watching my local city councilman, watching my mayor, watching my governor, watching my congressperson, my senator, seeing what they are doing, how they get elected, why they're in their seats, and looking for the changes that they promised before they got into office and what they actually has done when they got in office. And I can tell you, it's nothing but smoke and mirrors. Right? This is why they call politics politricks, because at the end of the day, it's we the people that have the power. Just like these young people that are killing each other, they don't want to wake up and say, I'm going to kill my brother. They're not naturally born that way. But if that's all they see, if that's all that's given, if that's all they see, that their family is struggling, and they see their mother and father working 2, 3, 4 jobs, and still no money is going through for basic necessities, then they're going to find alternatives. And that's where you have the oligarchs. Okay? You have people like Gilbert Biggio. You have APED. You have a lot of these groups that are making millions upon millions of dollars off the trauma and death and destruction of the people. That's why Haiti is still the way it is, because the people that have took our reparations, took our finances, are not giving it to even educate our people. They're taking it to give them guns instead of food. So when it comes down to barbecue has been taken by the international community as a puppet to promote violence. But in actuality, barbecue is somebody, if they take it and really giving the resources to people like Jimmy Barbecue, there are a lot of things that the surrounding areas that are very violent, that barbecue may not have direct involvement in, but because it started out with G9, that it all falls back to the originator. So you have to tell me, if you've done your research, is barbecue a revolutionary? That's what you would have to ask us. Tell us.
Yes. I think it's not cut and dry, but you touched on something so critical, and that is that there's an economics. The terror and the murder has an economics, and this is how they pull in these young people by that economic pull. And I think one of the things that we haven't done a good job of, those who are fighting for righteousness, is the economics of righteousness, and really creating opportunity for our young people to have alternatives than to be pulled into these nefarious activities, because it's happening all around the world. It's not just Haiti. Anywhere that you see foreign intervention. They target the unemployed, those people who are, when you look at Africa with the jihadists, we had someone on the program that was explaining to us these jihadists are just uneducated boys. Most of them are not even practicing Muslims, but they're given money to go out and to play this role of a jihadist and to create chaos, But we, as the righteous people of the earth, we need to really start looking into the economics. If we cannot employ our young people, they will continue to be co-opted into these nefarious activities, and I think part of it is the enslavement. We look to Europeans to be our savior, so we don't put in place our own programs. We're programmed for that charity, So I love programs that teach people self-reliance, and I think you all started that way with the gardening, teaching people how to feed themselves. I think that's commendable. And I think we have to continue to educate our people, because I think a lot of the chaos is motivated by people who don't see a lot of opportunity, who don't have a lot of education, and we are not combating that with an alternative for them to get out of their desperate situation, So I just want to say that, but I love what you're doing. Continue if there's anything else that you wanted to share.
Yes, actually, I do. So I wanted to play this particular video to show you exactly the reasoning of why our youth are the way they are. And this
You should
is
be able to
from the
share your
current.
screen. Try to share your screen there, and I think I can bring it in. There should be a button on your dashboard. There you go. Let me see here.
There we are.
Okay, just explain what we're looking at.
Be optimistic. We have been a weak state. The gangs have been able to take control of Haiti.
What can this new
not have enough people to counter the insurgency of the gangs? So we are training 4,000 new police officers that will counter.
Are between 13 and 18 years old. Children, as you say, are pulled into this. 1.5 million of your children don't have access to education. Is there any progress that you've made or that you can make in the immediate future to get them back into school, to, give them an opportunity, an alternative to joining these gangs?
We just restarted the CNDDR, which is Commission Nationale de Désarmement and de Réinsertion. This is a commission that's there to take the guns back from the kids and put them back to regular life. It is extremely important. The youth is the future of Haiti. We need to get them out of the gangs because right now they are being forced into the gangs. They are being used as shields, and we need to make sure as a government, this is our responsibility. I'm cautiously optimistic. We have been a weak state. We must admit it. And this is one of the reasons why the gangs have been able to take control of certain parts of Haiti.
What can this new force do that apparently do?
We did not have enough people to counter the insurgency of the gangs. So we are training 4,000 new police officers that will counter those gangs.
50% of the gang members are between 13 and 18 years old. Children, as you you say, pulled into this. 1.5 million of your children don't have access to education. Is there any progress that you've made or that you can make in the immediate future to get them back into school, to, you know, give them an opportunity, an alternative to joining these gangs?
We just restarted the CNDDR,
Okay.
which is Commission Nationale de Désarmement and de Réinsertion.
Who is this gentleman here?
This is a commission that's there to take the guns back from the kids and put them back to regular life. It is extremely important. Youth is the future of Haiti. We need to get them out of the gangs because right now they are being forced into the gangs. They are being used as shields, and we need to make sure as a government, this is our responsibility. I'm cautiously optimistic. We have been...
Is that repeating? Hold on. Sorry, you're muted. Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now.
Yes, sorry. So this gentleman that you see here, he is the current illegal prime minister that was selected, not elected, of Haiti.
Okay.
He's the one that actually runs Haiti. And his name is Alex Didier Fils-Aimé. And I wanted you to hear that twice because it's not what he said, it's what he didn't say.
Yeah.
She asked specific questions as to how we're going to educate the youth. And his response is creating a disarmament group to remove the guns out of our youth. But he didn't say, I'm building this school. He didn't say, I'm educating them this way. He's saying we're going to remove the guns from them to give them a better life. But he didn't say how. Very specific. And this is a very diplomatic answer. And this is the problem that is plaguing our people. He's the very same one that is allowing guns to be in Haiti. He's the very same one that could do deals. He's the very same person that could do deals to bring in resources for educating our youth, but instead signing contracts to destroy our youth, and yet using that as a guise to say, oh, our children are going against each other. They are fighting against each other. But he never said why. And the elephant in the room is that very same question. Put resources in it. That's what I want to plead to Alex Didier. If you really want to help your country, if you really want to help Haiti, you can do so by signing a contract to help the youth right now, not employing 4,000 more soldiers, as they say, as security, as he just said, to train them to help disarm the gangs. You can't alleviate violence with more violence. That's what Kenya did. That's what the UN did. And what did that really come up with? It came up with absolutely nothing. Yet the schools that are existing in Haiti are still without clean water. The teachers are not being paid. Yet there's $20,000 he get paid to fly over to see the football games. This man here. Yeah, I said it. It's hypocritical. And so when we see that type of imbalance of finances, it really makes me sick to my stomach to see that type of hypocrisy. And, you know, this is why the people need to know, you know, if your leaders are not doing right by the youth, we have a right to call them out. We have to call them out, and we have to create a system, an organized system, in order to combat this type of colonialism.
It's very, very serious. What does my sister, Dr. Balthazar, have to say about the current administration?
Yeah. So, I'd say something maybe my sister is going to translate for you better, or je vais parler en français.
Are you going to translate for my
Who's
sister?
that girl?
Ok.
Yes, I'm touching.
Nan sam ap di de gouvernement sa, nou bezwen exactement jwen yon lot gouvernement ki bicéphale, kote ke nou ta gen yon président avec yon premier ministre pour nous préparer bon jan élection dans pays ya. Parce que monsieur sa qui rele Alex Didier Fizemea, c'est même li même nan k'ap financer gang yo pour al tuer l'autre qui dans l'autre zone. Et nous apprendre ça, nous comprendre ça parce que l'autant de li dit ou tande yo la gon drone dans zone, c'est seulement malheureux qui mouri. Pourquoi gen jamais gen yon gang qui mouri? Ça dit monsieur ça c'est fanatique mercenaire, nous pas quitter la diriger nous dans pays.
Yes. So according to Article 149 in the Haitian Constitution, when we don't have a leadership, it is a president that is supposed to be elected in order for us to have something called, I don't know if you can see me. I just lost signal there. Yeah, so currently what we're working on towards is to have a bicycle government. That means, in simple terms, a president and a prime minister. This is according to the Haitian Constitution. The way that Didier Fizemea, who you just saw, was put in place, he was placed there by the United States, by Canada, by France, by CARICOM to be the so-called de facto leader of the nation. And anything that we want to do constitutionally wise can't happen because we don't have a elected president in place. And so that's why the people of Haiti are working towards creating an election process. And that's really our main mission, is to try to see how we can have a real governance. But you can't do it outside of the Constitution of Haiti. Can't do it. So Article 149 gives us the power to do that and to create a governance for we the people. And so until that happens, it's like spinning wheels, like on a rat wheel. We're not able to get closure because, oh, they're ringing off the hook, because we have somebody that's in place that currently is not supposed to be there.
Serious stuff here. We have a Haitian in the audience who has joined us, greatest online community on the planet. They are objecting. They said this is not right. Barbecue is kidnapping, killing, destroying the people that he claims to protect. That does not make sense, basically they're saying. So how would you respond to that statement?
C'est bon? OK. Pour nous capables de dire les barbecue kidnapper un monde soi-disant. Bon, si m't'a vle font un petit parler sur barbecue, m'a regarder moi barbecue, c'est promoteur et connexion directe avec gouvernance là, avec ambassade américaine. Parce que tout ça qui a passé dans le pays, barbecue getan alerté groupe Lio pour faire comme ça. Même dans la Tibonite qui bon la kay nou yo, les yon gang prend yon moun li kidnappel, c'est barbecue qui bay l'ordre est-ce que yo met tuel ou bien yo pas besoin tuel. Ça veut dire barbecue occuper un gros poste dans pays dans parti kidnapping nan. Moi pense journée jodi a dialogue n'a demandé a fol nan mitan ni monsieur sa yo ni Ali DJ Fizemea avec ni l'autre haïtien qui vivent dans yo pays y compris l'autre nation qui voulait aider nous comprendre Jean Bagalaye.
Yes, so barbecue has been utilized by the U.S. government, as I mentioned before, to give orders on whether to allow certain things to happen, especially when it comes to the kidnapping, when it comes to raping, when it comes to the detriment of people's houses being burned. He has a lot of power in stating what goes and what doesn't. And so, again, if it wasn't the U.S. government behind everything that he does, you know, he would have a different mindset. But again, he's being used. And so he has opportunity to really change the course. This is why we are asking asking for a national dialogue with Jimmy Sherry's Air Barbecue, with these are the very people that the people want to have a public forum with. And so we ask the international community, especially if you're in Canada, as the Haitian diaspora, especially if you're in the US, especially if you're in France, these are the things that should be the same language of what we are requesting to really save Haiti, to really change the course of the conditions of Haiti, is to have a national dialogue. Will that happen? We have yet to see, but we are damn sure in the front lines to make it happen.
Give thanks for your courage. Give thanks for your commitment.
But in the interim of Brother Kwazi, so we did have a video from some of our youth council. Some of the things that we are trying to combat and try to alleviate is to create a global youth council where the young people of Haiti not only will strategize virtually, but to also strategize with youth from around the world. Let me remove this. Okay, so this is an initiative called SOS Haiti. It was from some celebrities that actually created this initiative. George Filet, he's sort of like the Michael Jackson of Haiti, George Filet, that started this initiative, but it didn't go public. It didn't go anywhere. It just sat there. And SOS Haiti is a collaborative effort, sort of like a We Are the World, what Wyclef Jean did with We Are the World 25 for Haiti. We actually need to have that sort of initiative, which is why we're calling out to all of the artists, international artists from around the world, to create one song of one voice, of one unity, to really highlight the youth of Haiti. So I want to just share this quick video. Let me see here.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring it up.
All right. So SOS Haiti is the battle cry of what we want to initiate. And I believe Buju Banton did a wonderful job the other day in bringing out a new video highlighting Haiti. So I'll give a shout out to Buju and all of the artists who really have Haiti on the mind.
I'm not hearing any sound. Oh, here we go.
SOS Haïti crie à fort. Le ciel danse avec le décor. 3 millions d'éclats trop fâchés. Tes rêves brisés dans la fumée.
You want to make it full screen?
Leur cœur comme un tambour.
Yes, I'm sorry. Is there a way?
Just do it on your screen there that you're watching it. Yeah, just make it full screen there, and it should come up.
Are you talk to me?
No. Dr. Truthbey. Dr. Desire, just make it full screen on the YouTube. Just hit the YouTube full screen.
Talk about my square?
No. The Dr. Truthbey screen.
Okay.
If you make it full screen on your screen, Dr. Truthbey, it should come up that way.
Yeah, we're trying to do that.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Right there. There we go. All right, from the top, let's go.
Yes, that's better.
SOS Haïti crie à fort. Le ciel danse avec le décor. Trois millions d'éclats trop fâchés. Des rêves brillent. Brisés dans la fumée. Leur cœur bat comme un tambour. Dans la nuit qui manque le jour. Leur volet d'un triste abandon. Un espoir dans les mains tendues. Pour des enfants presque perdus. Une âme fière. Leur cœur bat dans la nuit qui manque le jour. Mission créole, père brun. Des rêves pour tous les enfants, non leur peine et leur tour. Faisons un monde. Dans la nuit qui manque le jour. Le voix brille vers l'horizon. Sauvons-les d'un triste abandon.
All right, so that was SOS Haiti, and some of you may have seen some of the familiar faces: 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Rihanna. A lot of them have given an initiative to help Haiti in this start, but again, it has not come to fruition yet. So we're hoping that we can have a full-blown concert to really benefit the youth of Haiti. And the young man that you seen at the end of the video that was holding the flag, that's actually Maurice. That is the son of our slain president, Maurice. President Maurice that was killed in 2021. That's his actual son that is in the music industry. So we want to really gather all the voices together so we can actually see some results from SOS Haiti.
Give thanks, give thanks. I'm just looking at some of the comments here. It seems that barbecue is very controversial. I don't want to get into a back and forth on barbecue, but we understand that it's very complex, the situation, and everybody's going to have different perspectives.
Yeah.
So we want to be solution oriented, and I think you outlined.
What are the comments saying?
Okay, let
Yeah,
me.
we get down to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Yes, on me.
She says, Dr. True, this is Tonian. We them out of their homes, violate young girls, etc. If that is a revolutionary, I do not want to be one. Can not sugarcoat barbecue. He is terrorizing our people, forcing. So I think we get the gist. How do you respond to that
That's
sound?
my Tati, yes. So absolutely. No, she's
That's your
absolutely
family
right.
member?
When you look
That's
at the
your family.
violence that transpired, that's my auntie. That's my
Okay,
auntie.
okay.
Shout out Tati. Thank you for that question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
it is true. There needs to have a change of a national dialogue that's happening. And what I'm saying is that we as a whole and people, we have failed to really even bring that conversation together. There are a lot of people say, well, I'm not into politics. Some people say, well, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. But are we actively doing something to bring forth those politics together? Because anyone who violates anyone else, whether they burn their homes or raping women, they need to be put in jail. And the people that are able to put them in jail are not doing so. So when we're not doing that, what happens? We continue to be victimized. That's why it's important that each of us step out of our comfort zone and learn politics, learn how to gather the organizing factors to make these changes happen. You have people that are in the government that are friends and families of those who are not saying anything. But yet we have churches, plentiful churches that my call to action is for the churches to be part of politics, to be part of the change, because each and every one of us in the sector of civil society, there are levels of governance that are organizing, that are running a community. And the one that are corrupt, the one that's running government is called the private sector, sector
Mm-hmm.
priveo.
Yes.
Private sector are the ones with the money, with the ones
Yes.
with the connections, the ones making the
Yes.
decisions for the rest of the
Yes.
people. But the
Yes.
civil society groups, which is the common man, you and I, which are the churches, the schools, the institutions, they are not working together in order for us to dominate the private sector and say no more. So barbecue could not have the leeway to do what he does if we were actively involved in the change. And so that's why I want to make it clear. Being in policy is not easy. Development and governmental institutions is not easy. It's our responsibility to learn how to become involved in that so that we can send the delegation to do the footwork. There are people that's on the ground risking their lives every day to make these changes, to make sure that people like barbecue is in its place. So there's no more death and destruction. But we're not supported in that fashion because people are not into politics. They say, I'm not involved. So, okay. So now we got to fend for ourselves. Now we got to look for financing to go here. Now we got to organize with less that. Well, when people got funding to go to football games, people got funding to go to Coachella, Beyonce concerts. You want to buy a $800 weave? You want to get 9-inch nails? You have money for that. But when it comes time to fund the revolution, we are crickets, and we complain in the end. I'm not trying to hear all that. Next question.
We have the same problems across all different, conscious movements, because there's an apathy that has set in amongst our people. We become numb to the oppression, and we become very pacified in terms of change. And this is one of the biggest things that we're fighting. And we have a mentality that somebody's going to save us and that we don't have to fund the revolution, or we don't have to fund the alternative. We, on this platform, I always talk about what is the alternative to Babylon. We burned Babylon. but we have not created a viable alternative. So the youth are going to continue to seek their bread in Babylon and feed that system if we don't create that alternative. And I think all people who are doing progressive or positive movements have to create that economics. You know, I harp on economics on this channel because a lot of time in the conscious community, we don't like to talk about money. But then our adversary is monetized. You know, he's fully monetized and he's paying
Speak
people,
on it, brother.
you know what I mean, to work against his interests. And money is not evil, money is a tool. And I think righteous people have to learn how to use this tool to create decentralized systems that are fully active. My two buzzwords on this platform, my sister, are budget and staff. You know, I think that
Yes.
any conversations we have need to have those words involved. You know, what's the budget to get this done, and how do we staff it so that it's full time? People are employed to do this positive work that is transformative, because we're trying to change the world on a volunteer basis, and it doesn't work. We've seen
Doesn't
that
work.
because
Right.
we're opposing our. If we were unopposed, volunteer work could work, but our opposition is fully funded and fully armed in many cases. You know, so we're
Well, I'd
trying
like to,
Yeah,
if I can
go ahead.
interject, I echo those sentiments, and thank you so much for bringing that up.
Yes.
So my sister and I, Silencia Baltazar and I, just in the last couple of months, have been using our own finances to get to Washington, D.C., to get a
Yes.
voice for Haiti, to have representation in the international community. I have been at the United Nations and witnessed firsthand that Haiti's representatives are not even at the table when it comes to international dialogue, because it is the same colonizers that are not there. But I was there, and I saw as a person who has a plan, who has garnished a lot of organizations we have under our belt that are the voice of the people, just to get plane tickets, just to get hotel rooms to stay in certain days. We self-finance. So what
Yes.
I'm saying is that today on this platform, if you want to see a change, because you can research both of us and you can see some of the work that we are doing in real time to this day. I am boots on the ground. If you want to really see a change and you're not able to do the work that we're doing, finance it. If you're not able to finance it, then you write the plan and organize. Help us get to where we're getting to so we can have the group of people supporting what we're doing. It only takes a few to make a big change. But if each and every one of us do our portion, I promise you, we won't see the same government corruption that we see today. That's what I'm saying. Give thanks.
No,
Vote
very
for them.
powerful.
Vote for them.org.
Vote for
Let's go.
them. Yes.
$10 a pop. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go for them.
I love it. Before we seal up, because we gotta end at 9 o'clock. Before we seal up, I want to give you all both an opportunity to say any final sounds to the global family. I want to entreat my global audience, all of my audience, and I know my Guinea-Bissau family is watching. I know my Guinea-Conakry family is watching. I know my Senegal family is watching. I know this is a global platform. Most people watch it on the replay. I want to see comments in the comment sections of solidarity with Haiti. I want to see people go in the description. We're going to have the link to support their foundation in the description. If there's a comment section, #Lion Voice. I want to see us put our money where our mouth is. Let us support these sisters, these powerful sisters, in what they are doing, and then we still will hold them accountable. We'll have to ask them to come back and to show us what they have done, but we can't hold them accountable if we're not going to support. So I'm asking, let us not watch our black women on the front line and we sitting down there. This is to my brethren now. I don't want us to have these beautiful black women on the front line, and we're kicking up our foot, watching Netflix, and
And
saying,
chilling.
"Oh, and chilling." No, we don't want that. You know what I mean? Let's at least we can do is to, $10, $20, $50. You have it, put it down. If 5,000 of us do that, now we're talking about something substantial. You know what I mean? And it doesn't break the bank of any individual. So this is what my concept is for this platform. When the guests come on, you know, all we need is 1,000 people to take action. 10,000 people, however many people that are moved in their heart. Don't just watch. Take action, support the sisters, and let us rise together, because no one is coming to save us. Nobody cares about Haiti except for our people. Nobody cares about Jamaica except for us. Nobody cares about the continent. Nobody is going to come. There's no European nation that's going to come down. There's no United Nation coalition of countries that's going to come and help us. We must free ourselves from our situation. So with that being said, I want to hear your final sounds, my sister. Je m'appelle Kwasi. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien. Et toi?
Ça va bien, merci.
You know,
Merci.
can we hear from your final words?
Oui. So, Madame
Can we-
Batista, à l'avant, m'a traduit. Dernier mot, yo.
Ok, dernier mot mieux, c'est pour remercier Monsieur, dit tout nom, hein, Monsieur Andy Président, Line Voice, non? Et pour dire, je suis content et je remets Line Voice, je remets plateforme, non? Je remets fait partie plateforme, non? Et en plus, je remets tout le monde qui a regardé là. Si vous pouvez supporter nous bâtiment l'école, ou bien aider les professeurs, ou bien aider les élèves, ou bien aider nous avec Orphelina, c'est un plus bon bagage pour moi que bon Dieu béni chaque, bon Dieu béni tout. Merci.
Merci. So she says she thanks you so much, Brother Quasi, for being on this platform. She really enjoys the Lion Tribe TV. And not only does she want to return, but we want to be a permanent staple of this platform here to represent the voice of not only Haitians, but revolutionaries from around the world. She wants to say thank you again. Right now, we're working on a specific delegation to have national dialogues to prepare Haiti for new governance. And this is where we are in real time. And we'll come back with some videos, so some updates of what we've been working on as well. Today, we just wanted to do a brief introduction. And so Madame Baltazar wants to say thank you. And she loves our brothers and sisters out there. Keep up the fight and keep up the unification process. Organize, organize, organize. And for me, I want to say, I echo that sentiment. Merci un peu. I want to echo that sentiment as well. Brisbane, I would like for my brothers and sisters to know that you are the power. First and foremost, reparatory justice. I want to hold up this symbol here for those to know what this is. This is a symbol of the Revolutionary Panther. I am the Minister of Justice for the Black Panther Party, and I'm the first elected Haitian woman in that position. And so justice for our people, I take very, very seriously. What I would like for us to do in our own individual time is to really focus on reinventing yourself. Stuff that you know in the next 30 days that's not going to benefit the revolution as far as your mentality, your spiritual vibe, to study what our ancestors did. I want you to look up House Resolution 194. HR 194 is the only federal bill that was drafted in 2008 that was the apology for slavery. And that bill is how I'm talking to Black lawyers out there. I'm talking to our Black attorneys globally in how we have to win for the voice of restitution, of giving our land. Because reparations is not just about money. They owe monetary value, but they owe us land. We cannot get the land if we're not organized. So organize the team in your zone. Whatever area that you're in, gather a group of 10, 12 people with specific skills to really create a formidable team, because we are going to come together on a global stage virtually come September 6th through the 9th, and where we're going to highlight the voices of our youth. And so the best gift that you have for us is the gift of action. And we want to give thanks again to Lion Talk TV. We are the tribe of Judah. We are here roaring loud and clear. We cannot die. As they say, Fred Hampton said, you can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. And so we want to say thank you again for allowing us to introduce our beloved country of Haiti, standing in the foreground. And not only are we going to give the change for the country of the Caribbean, but for the whole entire sixth region where the African diaspora is outside of the motherland. It's all about unity. So please do your part. And again, Grow for Them, we want 1% of your resources, time, and income to be part of this. 1% is all we ask, is a minimum. So whatever that looks like to you, make sure it is shown. Volunteer, give your resources if you have, or donate 1% of your finances. Those are the three that we're asking from our brothers and sisters to change this course of what 2027 is yet to come for us. So I want to give thanks to Dr. Truthbey, MOJ, and I want to say beloved and blessings to all.
Give thanks, my sisters. I'm so honored, and you are right to say that you are welcome here anytime. Let us know, and we'll schedule a pop-up episode so that we can keep up to date. We don't believe in having people on this platform one time, so we don't even know what that looks like. So you all are part of the Lion Voice Network family officially. And we are so educated. All of my Haitian family, let us know in the comments how you love this one. We are a global platform, and we're proving it every day. This was our first bilingual broadcast. We had a translator. We're big time now. You know what I mean? We had a doctor as a translator today, family. We are doing it in real life. Join us tomorrow for a special episode. We have Bill and Chris Haley on tomorrow. We're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the book Roots by Alex Haley. His descendants are keeping the legacy alive. They will be here on the Lion Voice as we continue with our Pan-African platform content. Beyond Rastafari, we are going to the book that changed the Black world, 1976. And the movie came out 1977. So this is part one. We're going to be doing a whole series leading up to commemorating. And this is special for I, because I was born in 1977. So
this is my age too.
Huh? Yes, me too. 1977.
Uh-oh. Battlefield, my sisters on the battlefield.
Wow. January 6th, 77, right here.
Yeah, June 77. June 8th, 77.
Oh man, yes. My two sisters, we came here at the same time.
Yes, three, yeah. Three.
Yes.
Whoa.
Power. So tomorrow we celebrate the book that changed the world. Join us back here tomorrow. We are continuing to grow. We're racing towards 75,000 subscribers. Spread the word. Make sure you like, comment, share. Let's keep this movement, this revolution growing. Let's keep the vibration flowing. We know that the food crisis is on its way. We know that the global supply chain is breaking. Babylon is falling. But we have the power, because the power is with the people. So we do not despair. We prepare to rise and to shine. This is the Lion's Voice. And the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion Voice. Blessings.
Yo, blessed love. This is Maximus. It's time for the Lion own story. See? God bless.
Blessed love. Yes, Lion Voice Network.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat. We are judge a soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it. I Jolly for say that.
This is
The
Abyssinians. The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the lion's voice.
They had no fear, no fear at all. It was in my sky, it was God, let him be praised. In my sky, it was God, let him be praised.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the lion's voice.
African pride, root of all nations, boy. I tried with the lion, the Rastafari. Lion of it tried with lioness like I do. Empress on the front line, we need you. Well, this is Medicine, the steady one, and you are now tuned in to the Lion's Voice Network. What the lion fought for do? Scorch them. Roast and parch them.
Empress Manel, and a young scientist. Oh, your role universally unfold. Be told, blessed love, this is Itege Idama, and it's time for the lioness and the lion's voices to be heard. This is the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use a yet an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega, representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.
This is culture sound, a Rastaman sound, positive sound.
Culture sound system with DJ Culture Father TG.
And now you're in tune to the culture sound, Rasta sound.
Culture sound because of DJ Culture Father TG.
I help coming from the true living eyes, Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, who created Zion and earth. He shall not suffer and I foot to be moved. I hold, he that keepeth Ethiopia shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Well, youths in the streets right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The youths them rise against brutality, man a kill another man for your salary. Them train them at the shooting gallery, black and loot, you might lose all your family. Them defend white supremacy, so them see the African as them enemy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say culture sound
like this for centuries, them sick mentally. That's why we have the out in the streets right now. Riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. One bad police right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. No justice, no peace right now, riots in your town now, Babylon them burning down. The fire now cease right now, riots in you're down now, Babylon them burning down. Them said them tired of the looting.
iRoots Records, an online shop for reggae and dub vinyl, CDs and Rastafari books. Rastafari owned and operated for over 15 years. We ship worldwide. We have many titles from Frontline Publications in stock. We have 50 plus Akabeka Midnight titles, which we believe is the most of any shop in the world. Special invite for the Lion Pride. Use code Lion's Voice and save 10% store-wide. If you spend $125 or more, the discount goes up to 15%. Visit us online at www.irootsrecords.com. The time has come.
321 Productions and RBG Alliance presents the 3rd annual Conscious Reggae Concert Family Unity Fest, featuring the Abyssinians, Aisha Bell, Mary Isaacs, Ragalux, I Brave, and many more at the Jammings in New Kingston. 2,500 pre-sold, 3,000 at the door. Children under 12 for free. Don't miss the Abyssinians live in Kingston, Jamaica. Can't be missed. History.
In the haunting echoes of violence against women in St. Anne, Jamaica, a mysterious vigilante emerges. For the woman painted purple unfolds a gripping narrative of empowerment, retribution, and the pursuit of justice. Brenda and her group sisters bond together in therapy over their common struggles, but soon their group becomes the subject of an investigation. As the vigilante's actions escalate, the relentless detective, Officer Woodley, races to unmask the mystifying figure. For the woman painted purple is a pulse-pounding tale that explores the boundaries of justice, revenge, and the fighting spirit. This thrilling saga delves into the complexities of dealing with mental health, coping with domestic abuse, and finding love after. Own your copy today. Visit www.devonnygreen.com.